everybody, and welcome to our podcast. Fuck it, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Kelli Davis and
Teri Hollis.
And this all came to fruition through, we were on an actual meeting, and we got to going back and forth, and people told us we needed our own podcast because we just tell it like it is. So here we are.
We like to rant. We like to rant.
That's right. Actually, I don't even know if it's ranting as much as just speaking how we feel.
Right. Yep.
And
yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a lost art on some sides right now.
Yeah, because don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah, forget about that. I could care less anymore.
Me too.
How about you?
Me too. I love your your cup.
I got that just for today.
Did you?
I'm drinking my hot tea. I'm like, listen, I got my flamingos back there, and I'm just sitting around talking
to you
awesome. About real shit. So
yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because the offended people, I can't even get over it. Like back in the day, you used to be able to have conversations about politics, about whatever the case may be, without, like, you might not agree with each other and you might razz each other a little bit about it, but then you moved on and you were still friends. Like now, dude, you gotta watch it, or they're gonna shank you in the back if they don't agree with you.
Yep.
What the hell?
I know, it's crazy. My best friend, she picked me up and we went to lunch yesterday, and I said, all right, let's just get into this because we usually agree. And I said, the girl in Minnesota, and she was like, well, I'm sure she didn't know that she was going to get hurt and didn't mean to do anything wrong. And they were just, and I'm just like, you got to be fucking shitting me. And I know a lot of people, and we had a discussion with my son the other night, and he was like, but he shouldn't have shot her. And I said, Kyle, I see you have way more compassion than me. I've been around a lot longer than you, and I'm just sick of everybody. I mean, have somebody throw a brick at one of those ice guys, and I'd want to punch him in the face. Not the ice guy, the guy that did the fucking brick.
You know what's funny is because of the fact that we're all such an entitled and offended, it's going to take something major for us to get back on track. And if it means walking up and shooting someone in the face because they're not listening to the police, then I'm saying do it. Let's video that shit, and let's get it out there on CNN and Fox and all this BS, and let's show these people what's going to happen when you do something stupid.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and my thing was, I hope the dog's okay. I don't give a shit about the lady that got shot or her fucking wife that would burn her children with their cigarettes. I want to know how the dog is. I don't give two shits about the other people.
So
none.
I saw a second video where she was sitting where the wife-ish, they weren't even married, I don't think.
Yeah.
But anyway, where she was sitting on a curb, and somebody was videoing going, they just popped this gal right here, and she's sitting on the curb yelling at someone, can you get my dog leash? And she's bawling, and I'm like,
oh my gosh.
For the love of God, somebody sees her phone. She's been videoing shit all day.
Yeah. And they do have a rap sheet on the... I said, what?
They've been following that around. Like, they literally are paid protesters.
Yeah.
They knew what they were getting into. They knew what they were doing. The policeman, consequently, was on some call a while, not too long ago.
And got drugged by the car.
And drugged. Listen, I'm going to shoot too.
No shit. Yeah.
Like, I was trained. Like, at what point are these people just over it?
Right.
Like, they just go in to try to do their job, and they've got all these dipshits.
Idiots.
With their heads so far up their ass when they should be home taking care of their kids.
Right.
That when do they get sick of it and just want to go home, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't put
shoot them.
I don't put myself in those situations. I just don't. Not that I'm any smarter than anybody else, but apparently I am. Because I would never put myself in there.
Well, you saw my post on Facebook the other day. If a cop comes at me in a flak jacket with a gun and tells me to get out,
I'm getting out.
I'm going to pee myself. I'm going to have my hands up. The last thing I'm going to do is be putting it in drive. I'm going to be skinning up both elbows and knees to get to the pavement.
Yeah. Yes, sir. No, sir. I mean,
and if I'm not scared of them, I'm definitely scared of what my father would have done to me had I pulled some shit like that.
Sure. Yep. I mean, I've gotten speeding tickets, and very pleasant. I mean, one guy, he said, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm only going to write it for 65. You're going about 85, but I'll write it for 65. I'm like, high five. I high five through the window,
You're like, thanks, man.
I got my $45 ticket and off I went. But I just, I just don't get all these people. Go get a job. Go have something better
And
to do.
and it doesn't need to be a divide.
Yeah.
Like, I do not understand. Okay, let's be clear. Go Trump. That's me.
Hmm.
I don't care what you are, and I would never treat you shitty
Right.
because you vote the other way. But I worked because I'm outspoken. I'm a type A personality. Whether I did or whether I didn't
Yeah.
vote for whoever, people assume I am. You know why? Because I have common sense.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can be on the other team and have common sense. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just my opinion. Please
Sure.
don't be offended. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Or if you are,
fine.
that's on you.
Fuck it. Yeah.
That's on you if you're offended. But
If you're offended, whatever. But I
yeah.
feel like if we stop being offended and start listening to each other, we can learn things. But I am in my 50s and I worked a job for 12 years. It was at an eye care in town. And a couple years before I quit, they hired a girl there who verbally told the other girls I worked with that she didn't like me because she knew I voted for the Don,
Wow.
which I never talked about. We were in a medical facility, right?
Yeah.
To the tune that after she worked there a couple weeks, she showed up with treats for everyone but me.
Wow.
And I was just like, whatever, heifer. I don't.
You should have made her
better than that, and my posture is better than that, and you're not going to get my power from me.
right.
But it made one of the other girls cry. She's like, that was
Oh my
just
gosh.
terrible.
You should have made her some treats and put some X-Lax in it, just special for her.
And that's the thing though, is I don't want someone to take my power like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yep.
really sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't feel bad. I can watch every video and I don't feel bad for her. She was
No, me either.
stupid, put herself there. And, I'm not going to drive through Compton when I'm in LA, and I'm not going to drive through the shitty part of Long Beach either. I'm not going to get carjacked. I'm not going to go where I'm going to get carjacked. You know what I
Well,
mean?
the
It's
thing
just,
about it is comes right down to it. $1.5 million was donated to her.
yes.
What in the hell are you people thinking?
I know. We watched a thing on I think it was Sunday morning this morning, and this guy had this pickup, and it was all like the box of the pickup was all janky and stuff. So a guy started a GoFund for him, and he got like $23,000. He went and bought him a new truck. I'm like, this guy gets a measly 23 grand, and those two crackheads get 1.5 or something. It's just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, but to the people that really need it, they can't get it
Yeah.
because people are shafting GoFundMe all the time. Like, oh,
Yep.
I'm a single mom. I had 3 kids from 3 different dads. I want to buy a tiny house, so I'm going to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That's a true freaking story because
Yeah.
that was somebody that I may or may not be related to that I have totally.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I will donate condoms. Stop it.
Right. Right. Yep.
Stop.
No
You're an
kidding.
idiot.
Stop having, that's what, when they say, like in these other countries where they have 5, 6 kids, I'm like, you can't feed yourself and you can't feed your kids. Stop having kids if you can't afford
Not only
them.
that, and they have like 17 dogs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And they drive a Cadillac Escalade. And they have a brand new iPhone. I'm like,
Yep.
dude,
Yep.
clearly they didn't grow up on where I grew up.
Yep.
We didn't even
Yep.
go out to eat. And if we
Yeah.
did, it was the local VFW hall because it was the only place open.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
And it was cheap.
And it was maybe once or twice a year because
Yeah.
we stayed home and ate. And my mom
Yeah.
cooked homemade meals. We didn't have pizza. My mom cooked.
Yeah. My mom would make pizza, but true. If you really sit and think, I don't remember us as kids going out. I'm having a hot flash, but going out and eating all the
Talk about
time.
those at some
Oh
point.
my God. You want to?
Yeah.
I gotta get in my
Mine,
van.
if I eat too much sugar,
Oh
if
yeah.
I eat a lot of sugar, then I'll be sitting there tonight and I'll just break out.
It's horrible. I have like 900 fans all over my house.
They
But
suck.
yeah, I've had them for over 10 years.
Shut up.
Yep. That's
encouraging.
Isn't it? Oh my gosh, it's horrible. I'll be in the grocery line at Walmart and just start feeling it. It's a pain in the
Mine
ass.
aren't like so bad that they're like crippling or anything, but I mean, it's just really, it's like it starts from the inside. It's the weirdest feeling.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how
Yep.
I knew they were hot flashes. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah. Yep.
what is wrong?
Yeah.
But I
And
don't
I
have them like
uh,
get the sheets wet in bed and have to change clothes kind of stuff. I don't
yeah,
have
I
that.
don't I mean I get night sweats, but not that bad, but yeah, miserable. Miserable. On the airplane, 1 minute I'm doing the fan, the next time I'm cold and then I'm doing the fan.
You're like, bring me a blanket, bring me a fan, bring me a
Yeah.
blanket. Can I get a cold drink? Can I have some coffee?
Right? Yeah. 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 So,
That's
yeah.
the worst thing we have to worry about, Teri. We're good.
I know. My girlfriend's like, "You should go to my hormone doctor." I'm like, "I'm good. I'm so used to it. I don't want them testing everything on me and charging me a bunch of money.
Well,
I'll
they
figure it
will.
out." Yeah.
My God, so I don't even know why, but a few years ago, I got a herniated belly button. And I pretty much diagnosed myself because I'm an innie.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, I'm like having these stomach pains, and I notice I'm an outie. And I'm like, oh, that can't be good. So I go to the doctor. That idiot made me get an endoscopy, made me get a colonoscopy, made me get all this crap because he didn't, there's no way that that little tiny hernia could be causing me that kind of pain.
Yeah. They don't call them
Never
practicing
mind the fact
doctors.
that I have insurance.
They don't call them practicing doctors for nothing, you know? Yeah, we were even don't get me started on insurance cuz
Well, we got time. We're doing these every week, so we'll just add it to the list. We'll just have our producer Matthew add it right to our list of
right? Right? Yeah.
because I got some
It's
stories too about that.
yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. So, what have you been watching on TV?
Landman.
Oh, so good.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how much I love the dynamic between him and his wife? Like
Yeah.
and Sam Elliott, seriously, he usually is the tough guy. And I literally, did you watch the last episode when he was
Yep.
in the pool?
In the pool. Yep.
Dude, I ugly balled on that.
Aw.
Like, do not do that to Sam Elliott.
Did you ever see the show with him? It was called Mask
Great movie. And
with
Cher was
Cher.
in it. That's a
No,
true story.
no
Rocky
shit.
Dennis.
Listen, I'm telling you, I was driving by our post office like 3 months ago, and a kid standing there on the street by the post office looked exactly like, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I came home
Rocky
and told
Dennis.
Robert, I was like, oh my God, the kid from Mask, he's still alive and he's living over here and
Maybe it's,
stuff.
at this point, Terry, it might be his grandson. I mean, I don't know.
Right? Could be. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, you
Yep.
guys had some, let's see, you guys had some crazy shit go on over there. I read it on the Billings News. What did you have go on? Like, was there a shooting or was there like a standoff or something crazy last week?
I
Domestic
don't
violence?
know. We never watch the local news.
Well, I just got it on Facebook off of
Oh my
Billings News.
gosh.
Well, I'm only 5 hours from you.
I
You
know.
would think.
I had no idea. And my girlfriend, she lives or I mean, she works at the Billings Clinic, so I'm surprised she didn't tell me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's always shootings. There's a lot of drugs, meth, all that shit over here. So, yeah, it's real nice. Except for the weather's great.
And I grew up in Broadus.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I went to college in Billings.
Oh my gosh.
So I know all. I have some friends in Laurel that actually their son played football with my brother, and
Mm.
then they were in a terrible car accident
No.
after that, and she's paralyzed. But they live
No.
here. They live in the same town as you, I think, still.
Mhm.
But
Wow.
yeah, and I don't know. You know how you lose touch with people so
Oh, yeah.
quickly that you
Yeah.
can't.
Even family members, for me.
Yeah, when I was in college, we used to go out to Park. Is it Park? Whatever the
Park
park is.
City?
Like, I don't know if you want to talk about where you, like, I don't know if you want to put out there where you live. So I'm like, why am I saying this stuff? But I live in Spearfish. She lives in Laurel. We're good.
Oh, God.
I aim for center mass. So if we get really popular and
Right?
somebody comes looking for us, don't worry.
Right? Yep. 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 Yeah. So,
Yeah, so
um,
I we used to go to Park City because I wasn't of age, and the
sure.
bartender in Park City would never card us, so we would drive all the way out. Like, how much sense does that make?
Well, when I was 18, that was legal drinking age.
Oh my gosh,
So we could drink at
couldn't even
18,
imagine.
you know. Yeah, and we'd go to the bars and stuff. And I always say to kids these days, it's way overrated. You know, I loved going to the Western bars. We'd go to the Western bars, and I loved to cowboy jitterbug and two step and all that stuff with
Me
people that know
too.
what the fuck they were doing. You know,
Right, but you go to one of those one in a big town like that, and you're gonna get the
line
wannabes that,
dancing.
oh my God, it's like literally like you want to stick a fork in your eye.
Yeah, yep, yeah,
I grew
yeah,
up in Montana on cowboy country, and
yeah.
like I remember as a little girl standing on my dad's feet and learning how to dance. Like you
My
just do that.
Yeah, we would come home from school and my dad liked to listen to polkas and waltzes. So he taught us how to polka and waltz, but he had a different, even jitterbugging. My mom and dad would jitterbug different than when you'd go to the bar and cowboy jitterbug. They'd have like a special little bounce to them, and I'm like, I can't follow this.
Yes, and not only that, but like nobody could do it like them.
Yeah,
But they had like this rhythm that nobody has these days.
yep, yep.
I used to love to watch my. In fact, when I go home to Montana and we have family reunions and stuff because they all still live there. They're all ranchers. So when I go back there, I just went October, November,
Oh,
and we
what?
had a big family thing. And my aunt and uncle were out there, and they still do that.
Oh,
I'm
isn't
like,
that cool?
oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, yep. There used to be a TV show like on MTV or something that they would go to a certain bar and just film everybody dancing, and I would just sit for hours and watch that. And
You know what that is? Was that Gillies or was that Billy Bob's in Fort Worth?
I remember Gillies.
They do
Yep,
have Billy Bob's in Fort Worth
oh, they
too.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to Houston one time for I'm sure some network marketing thing, and so we stayed at his aunt and uncle's, and I said I want to go to Gillies bar. And so they took us there, and so I order a beer, and they wrap it with a napkin so you don't get your hand wet from the condensate. I don't know. Anyway, I was like, well, that's the weirdest shit ever. But
Like you're at a cowboy bar, wipe that shit on your jeans and let's go. I mean, half of the
yeah,
women there probably chewed Copenhagen anyway, so
yep,
what's the big
yep,
deal?
yep. So yeah, yeah. Let's talk about some bad drivers, which I
That would
am
be
not.
me.
Which I am not one. I'm a very excellent driver. I don't know
I
why they got to pull up the other day. I'm going, and I have a Tesla, so I'm driving a little fast. Nobody's in front of me. Somebody has to pull out right in front of me. And I don't mind if people pull out in front of me as long as I don't have to take because when you take your foot off the gas in a Tesla, the brakes start, you know? And I'm like, don't make me slow down. So then I'm like whipping around them, hoping that, I could run them off the road. But yeah,
and
I'm an
I
aggressive driver.
and I drive a pickup.
Hmm.
I drive a little Colorado pickup, and funny enough, I've gotten kind of popular with my job now, selling shipping containers, so they call me the container queen. So now it's on the back of my pickup. So if I drive like shit, all they have to do is tell
Oh,
me and I can
no.
get out. I'm like,
Oh,
dang
no.
it. But I'm not a terrible driver, but I really don't look at the road very often.
Oh, my.
I'm like, oh my, look at that. Oh, look at that over there. And they're like, watch the damn road. And I'm like, oh, I got this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a pretty aggressive driver. When we went out for when Ezra was born, I'm most comfortable with me driving. So I told Robert, get me the fuck out of California, all the different freeways and stuff. Just get me the fuck out of there, and then I'll drive. So we stopped. They have like these outlets on before you get to Vegas. So we pulled out there, and I got in
So
and I
you guys
drove, and
drove out there. You didn't fly.
I flew. I flew out there earlier
Okay.
for yeah, so that I was there for when the baby was born. And then once Ezra came, Robert and Kyle drove out with the dogs and stuff. So I figure I'm going to drive back because I'm the most comfortable with me driving. And I was really impressed with Utah because if you're in the fast lane and somebody's coming, it's the law to get the fuck over. And most people are like, listen, I'm going 65, 70 miles an hour
And
in the
they're
fast
still
lane, and
going.
I'm not
Oh, I
fucking
hate
moving.
that.
So I'm like doing my lights on my truck, and I'm like going about 90, 92 miles an hour, and they eventually get over, I'm like, and if they don't, then I go around them and, do my thing. But I'm like, what is wrong with people?
Oh my gosh. People are not like that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves is going slow in the fast lane because they're usually right next to the slow person in the slow lane and you can't
But
get
yeah,
on either one of them.
are you having a
And you're just like,
conversation? Get the
oh my
fuck over.
God,
Get the
move.
fuck over.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep. But yeah. I'll have to drink out of my cup. I got a cup when we were in Texas that said it's got a couple of fucks on it or something. But
yeah. You
and
know,
then
I have one in there that my girlfriend got me and it's a go cup, like it's metal and it has a lid and it says calm your tits. That's funny.
when Hannah joined our family, I went and got her because we all had our own. We sit in the same chairs when we watch TV. We sit at the same spot at the dining room table, and we all had our own coffee cup. So I got her a coffee cup that had an H on it for Hollis, even though her name's Hannah. And so when I was there, not last time, but the time before, she had gotten me a coffee cup that says 98% grandma, 51% badass. So I got
Yeah, she
to,
did.
I should use that one, huh? Oh,
I have
gosh.
one at work that says, "Heifer, you better watch out. Or don't come at me, heifer, because I will put you in the trunk and help people look for you."
Well, that's
Something
funny.
like that. And I'm like, that's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Heifer.
Yeah. That's funny. Do you watch any reality stuff? Probably don't
I
have
try
time.
not to. I try not to. I really
Yeah.
do. Actually, though, I do because here in my hometown, there's a guy and his stepdaughter, his daughter, basically. Um, they build with all kinds of weird stuff, and it's actually on the Magnolia Network, which is HBO Max, and it's called Building
Oh,
Outside the Lines.
okay.
And I actually know them. But they build like they took an old 1966 vintage camper and lifted it like 30 feet in the air on a deck. And then they built stairs to it. They had like old um, oil well things holding it up, and they had built like a 6 foot deep piece of
Oh my
concrete.
gosh.
Yeah, like, and it's called Building Outside the Lines, and they just, I know the lady, actually, a lot of the people in the videos that they do are from right here in town.
Oh, no
So
way.
it's fun to watch that. But
Yeah.
my mom and I binge watched about 5 episodes yesterday after the
Well, that's
basketball game.
funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
but
Yeah.
I
That's
used
one
to
of my
watch
favorite things.
some, but I can't listen. My mom's all up in she watches The Bachelor, and I can't hardly do it.
Yeah, me neither. The girls are so surprised when he's, dating other people. I'm like,
Uh,
have you watched the fucking show before?
like, isn't the whole thing to be the first one that gets to sleep with him?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I haven't watched it for a long time. Once in a while, I'll watch when they all get together, like
Well, I
three
like
quarters.
the outtakes when they're all talking back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well, they're
like that.
all together in the same room and they're all bitching at each other and complaining and everything. I'll watch that. I don't know what the hell's going on because I didn't watch the whole fucking show, but I will watch that. It's kind of
I
stupid,
do
but
like that. I do like that.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
so I watch, let's see. I don't know. You know, honestly, now that I got this new job, I haven't really watched a ton of TV. I watch YouTube. So I'm
Oh,
all up in the like I follow a lot of the true crime stuff.
I just watched I think it was a 48 hours today where this girl was like incredibly sick. Her husband was a chiropractor. She had two kids, incredibly sick. Goes into the hospital, has a seizure, and they do x-rays, and she's full of lead. So full of lead. And so for months, he's been scraping lead and putting it in capsules, and every night saying, "Here, honey." And had like a $5.5 million life insurance policy on her, waiting for her to die from lead poisoning. Well, she didn't,
See,
and
that's
now
the
he's
kind of shit
spending.
that I think's going on. Like I have a friend, like not to bring this up, but I'm going to because it's real. But I have a friend who dives into the politics and
Hmm.
is absolutely convinced that Erica Kirk has something to do with Charlie's.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, I just heard that a couple days ago, and I'm like, dang, I better start looking into some of that stuff. And I
Yeah.
also heard, like, here's the next thing. So I don't need reality TV because I just go to YouTube because apparently you can find videos that show Michelle Obama that she really does look like a guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need reality TV. I just get tangled up on YouTube and going down that. And then the more you go there,
The
the
more there
more
is. Yep.
videos pop up. So about all you people learning the algorithm.
Yeah. Yep. I forget about YouTube. I really do. I do kind of get caught up in TikToks,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
I get
And
on the TikTok shop and I'm done. Forget about it.
yeah, I buy a
You
lot
know
of stuff.
Antonina Griffin?
Uh-uh.
Antonina, she
Oh
she's in
yes. Yep, yep, yep.
she's the one that got Candace in the TikTok shop and
Yeah.
they are like making bank.
Are they?
Yeah. Insanity. I'm like on the TikTok shop. I just never did it.
Well, don't you have to apply or something to TikTok shop? And
I'm on there.
you are. What'd you have to do to
Yeah,
get on there?
you have to have so many followers and then you just have to get into the creators thing and then you can pick out samples or buy products and
Mm-hmm.
when they come in then you post pictures about them and commercials. But they're pretty genius at their commercials, those two,
Wow.
Candace and honestly, uh I'm not that genius. I've done a few.
Yeah.
Like I do the rock painting. And
Yeah.
so they had my rock paints, the kind that I like on there. So I bought some and then I'm like, well, maybe I'll make a little money back. So I did a
Yeah.
commercial or two.
Did it
And
work?
I just apparently I don't got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
tried real hard either. Like I'm suffering severe burnout right now
Yeah. I get it.
from all of
I get
that
it.
shit.
And it's annoying. It's annoying. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
annoying that I'm suffering burnout or it's just
No,
annoying.
the burnout is annoying. I get it. Uh
It's annoying
mm,
because I can't get myself like motivated, but I'm still trying to motivate a team that I've got.
yeah. How
And I'm
I
just
know
like, you're a freaking hypocrite, Kelly.
ImmunoTech is in there.
In TikTok shop?
Yep.
I could do TikTok videos.
Yep.
Maybe I better get on that.
Yeah, right. Me
You know
too.
what? This is how much I'm really into that right now, too. Like, not to, like, after the last one, you and I both were
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
I did go to Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
and I bawled. I was sick to my stomach.
Aw.
I went to bed Saturday night at 6 p.m. I'm like, done, done.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't go. We just
I
decided
had a
not to.
really shitty attitude the entire time.
Yeah.
But anyway, when you get yourself in that situation, then I think it might take me a little time to get back out. But the FOMO in me that knows
Yeah.
that I can't just get out.
Yeah.
So here I
Yep.
am. Here I am in limbo doing fucking nothing.
Right. Yeah. Even with DreamTrips.
No, I've got a few under me in DreamTrips. But I need, you got to keep going. You got to keep that momentum going. And I've already saved, like, I've already made my money back in DreamTrips and saved money on travel.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Well, we never knew how to work the back office and how to get anything out of it. Of course, when anything,
But it's not the same anymore.
yeah,
Like when they relaunched, they went back to the way it was with what was the
World
name of it?
Ventures,
World
World
Ventures.
Ventures.
But it's totally different now, like different. And as a founder, just by getting the founders package,
Yeah.
I could sign up 4 people under the
Hmm.
same package I got in as. And now my membership every month is free, but I still get my points that
Oh,
are
wow.
dollar for dollar, and I still get a free trip every year because I
Wow.
jumped in as a founder.
Yeah.
So if
But
I
you just
never
have to
make money, who
you
cares? I
just
have
have
to
to
save
you
money.
just have to do your air flights.
Well, yeah, and you can use and in your back office, you can use your points that you acquire every month to pay for air
Oh.
flights. Like you can use them on all that rental cars. So honestly, they're like, "Oh, are you going on the cruise? Hell no. The last thing I want to do is have motion sickness.
Yeah.
Forget
Yeah.
about that shit. No.
Yeah.
So I'm saving up because we're going to Scotland next year. And
Oh,
I'm
fun.
like, okay, so they don't use Venmo over there. They use something called Monzo.
I've never heard of it.
Monzo. Monzo, have you heard of that? It's like Venmo.
Nope. Nope.
Well, they told me, I said, what do I need to do? I need to get money. And they're like, just use Monzo. They send you a card. And I think it's like 2% interest on that shit. So
No
I
way.
started saving up a year ahead. You can fund it with your Venmo account. Like I'm like, sign me up.
Oh, wow.
So now
Wow.
I'm saving money. I just transfer it over there and put it in that savings account so I have money to use when I'm there. I'm also acquiring points with my DreamTrips so that I can pay for my VRBOs and all of that stuff. Like,
Right. Yeah. I can't do the hair. I just can't.
you can't do the what?
Well, I'm not a fan of either one of them,
Oh, really? And I don't. I
you know.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah. Cuz that's the irritating part for me was, I don't know why everything had to change all the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, do you know what I said? Do you know what I said?
Hmm.
I mean, we're talking real. Fuck it. Let's talk. Let's talk. Like, what are they gonna do?
Right?
Um, I have been saying they need to get rid of this marketplace altogether and go back to the basics.
Yep.
This, and this.
Yep.
And get rid
True.
of this other shit. Like, don't
Yep.
do all this stuff because we all had success here.
Yeah.
And we can
Yeah.
still have success here.
Yep. Yep. And they fucked that up.
What I like about, and I think I haven't looked into it yet. I don't know if you know, but what I like about ImmunoTech is that we're going to be able to get some of those same products that we want, but I think it's going to be 30% off.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Robert just
isn't it? Because, I mean, if we as affiliates buy it, if you sign up as an affiliate, you get a percentage off, don't you? Of the ImmunoTech. So wouldn't it be the same with?
would think. Yeah. Yeah. We just got a huge box of 19 boxes of the blue Immunical yesterday. And it's because Robert brought in so many people. They had some special promotion. And yeah, we opened up that box. I'm like, oh my God.
And so they sent
19.
that to you as an incentive?
Yes. Yes.
I lost my friggin' cup. I think the boys at work threw it away. Yeah, so I haven't had any ImmunoTech for a few days because I don't have a cup that like I have a
Shakes.
shaker cup, but it's got one of those balls in it, and
Oh, yeah.
and it gets all caught up in it. Like
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
I
take,
don't
I
like
don't,
it. Like I don't want it that bad. But I do like the way I sleep. I like the way I feel. I really think that vitamin D is a game changer for people, especially this time of year that have the
yeah.
sundowners,
Yeah.
like that have the seasonal depression.
Yeah. Have you tried the little Wims?
No,
Those are good. Those are good
the
too.
little kids ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we got them in our pack that we did in the beginning. Um, and then Robert signed me up too. So then I got all the stuff. But yeah, let's see, I've gotten like 2 or 3 customers and 1 consultant and my girlfriend. Oh my God, it's like she's fallen apart lately. So I gave her some samples yesterday. So she's going to order tomorrow and stuff. But
And I bought that book.
oh, you did?
This one. Let me show
The
you.
glutathione book?
Because I didn't know anything about it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Robert put in yesterday, what are some of the things that your body is telling you when you're low on glutathione? And there was just like
Oh,
page
you
after
know what?
page after page.
You should get this book.
Okay. Well, I
Honestly,
looked at it. It was like 100 and some bucks on Amazon. I'm like, no fucking way I'm spending that.
it's not.
Okay.
I got it. Did I? Maybe I got a used one. I got the 5th edition.
Used one.
Maybe they made a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Somebody
Like,
left a gum wrapper in it or something.
I don't know, but
Pages are torn out.
But the glutathione, I'm like, this talks about, like, it goes through and tells you about the importance of glutathione, what all it helps with. And when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, I like started making mental notes of all the people that I think in my life
Yeah.
should try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think everybody should use it because, you know.
Well, it's cellular level. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it, but I don't like the flavor, and I don't like that it foams up. So I have got to work on that and figure that out because
Yeah.
there's one guy I saw a video where he just puts it in there and then he turns it upside down and just twirls it.
Oh, no way.
But I don't think that's going to work. And if you try to use like a coffee frother,
But yeah, you can't because the metal of it.
dude, that they would.
Yeah, and the metal of it fucks it up. You know, you're not supposed to put metal in it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, you can use like a wooden spoon or something. But I use the the silver, and then
Yeah.
I put the orange, and then I put the green sachet, and then I put a little bit of the K21 stress in there and shake the fuck out of it. And then there's still a little clumps and stuff, but I just drink it and then put a little bit of water in it. I know.
And look
And
what it does.
and do it and drink it down, So
Yeah,
but
I make myself do it like even if it's foamy. But the guy said he also will add a little more water to it. If
or you
it's
can
like
add, like, when I first started, I used to put a little bit of apple juice in it because the taste is like, well, what one are you using?
the blue, I'm using this one.
Yeah.
And this one came with it. But I think
Oh,
would I like the orange better?
those are fruits and vegetables.
I know, that's what I like.
Those are the greens. You can use the orange. We just came out with a hibiscus energy one. That's kind of like the orange one.
I don't know. I don't know. I've got to first of all get a new cup ordered
Yeah.
because I feel like that cup is legit.
Yeah. 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 You don't know what you're
You
doing
know
if you don't
where
have the cup.
and I think because it looks like one of those cups that you would get at a basketball game or something.
Like, usually
Those
men don't
guys
pick
threw
up.
that shit away at work. I know they did.
Usually men don't pick up after women.
Well,
It's the opposite. It's the other way around. So
I
tell them,
know.
leave your hands off my shit.
Well, I have a water jug out in my office that I fill with water out of the water machine inside
Sure.
so that
Hmm.
I can use it in my Keurig out in my
Oh,
office.
oh,
And I had
there you
it,
go.
and it was sitting there half empty. And damn, they took the trash out for me, and they took that right out. And so I had to get a new jug, and I had to go buy a jug of water just so I had a new jug. And I wrote on it, "Do not throw this away, idiots."
Don't fucking touch this.
Fucking touch my shit.
Right? Don't touch my
And I
shit.
got all pink tools now because listen,
That's what I did when my kids were little. I didn't childproof my house. I said, "This, you play with your toys. This is my shit. You don't touch my shit." And if they did, they got their hand slapped
yeah, you
and they
know
got
what?
spanked.
That
So,
is a rant we could go off on. But you
okay.
finish telling me your story, and I'm going to go on my rant then.
No, I mean, I didn't hardly have to slap their hands like Matthew. I couple of times and he stopped. Kyle, he would, until I had my handprint on his hand. I'm like, don't touch that shit, you know? And they were good. I barely ever had to spank my kids, but I was a spanker. Listen, I wasn't going to go somewhere and have somebody say, your kids are fucking awful and don't bring them back. That wasn't going to happen. And I've never been told.
If we chewed with our mouth open, if we smacked our food, if we said yuck, like listen, that's almost like a curse of death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're gonna get beat.
Yeah.
But anyway, especially in public, you don't act up in public. My dad wasn't afraid to rip me out of that chair at the restaurant in front of God and everyone and
Yeah.
swat my ass. And
Yeah.
I never felt it, but man, was that embarrassing.
I always said, there was a lady one time that was on the news because she took her kid out to her SUV and opened the door and started spanking him. And I'm like, shut the goddamn door and spank him. So nobody fucking sees you. I didn't beat my
Like who
kids.
cares if they see you?
I very rarely had to spank my kids. So
I have an issue.
but
That's like half of our issue.
yeah.
Like there's no discipline. People are
Yeah.
afraid to discipline their kids because some pansy
Yep.
panty waste person is going to turn them into DSS because they're trying to make their kids decent humans.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And
Mine.
and here is the example. When I grew up in Montana, North Dakota, and when I was 18, I took a job as a nanny on the East Coast for some people that worked at the Pentagon.
Oh my gosh.
2 little kids. So I moved into DC. Like I moved into Springfield, Virginia.
I love that.
No, it was
No?
awful. It was the worst experience. I hated every second of it. I hated the city. I hated the crime. I hated the, like, I was not allowed to punish these kids. One was 2 and
Oh.
one was 5. And so I and they would load everything in their dishwasher
Mm-hmm.
and stick the knife straight up, and they let them kids just run wild. Well, I lived in the basement. I lived downstairs, and I was down there. My weekends were my weekends off, and I was down there getting ready to go meet my friend Rhonda, and she was going to take me like to see some of like the Smithsonian and stuff, right? So
Oh,
I'm getting
I
ready. I got
love
my
it there.
curling iron plugged in. I'm getting ready,
Right.
and the mom was doing something upstairs, and apparently she didn't want to be bothered, and the kids wanted to come down, and so she let them. She opened the door and let them downstairs.
Wow.
So now I have this 2-year-old while I'm trying to get ready to go, running
Right.
around, hot curling iron on the counter. Uh-huh. And he would reach for that, and I would tell him, "No, it's hot. No, it's hot." I was not allowed to smoke his hand. If
Wow.
I could have, I would have saved a lot of blisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And so I actually, after that, and then I reached into the dishwasher to get something out one day after I asked her to leave the knives down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of rocket science is that?
Right.
So when I unloaded it, and I ended up cutting my finger and having to have stitches. I was supposed to be there a year, and I was there like 2 months, and I'm like, peace out, Girl Scout. I'm going home.
Well, I love DC, but that was in
I
2006.
liked DC too, and I went to the ocean, and I liked a lot of stuff, but
Mhm.
my experience there, not so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Robert and I went in 2006, and so we went to the Smithsonian and stuff. One of my favorite places to go. I don't know if I'm sure it's a lot different now. You know, that many years back, it
Right?
wasn't so bad. I do like big cities, but I do like to, I mean, at my age, I'm 62. It's kind of nice being where it's quiet and stuff.
Right.
Not so many people and not so many cars and stuff like that. But there's nothing to do here. There's fucking nothing to do. You can go to the bar, you can go bowling. It's all this car washes, coffee shops, and casinos. That's what it's fucking full of.
You're like, what do you do? And I
Yeah,
mean, you have to go clear Red Lodge to go hiking or anything,
yeah,
really.
yep,
Like,
yep.
you're not,
But
yeah.
nobody in my family likes to go and do anything like that. So
Listen,
I don't mind it, when the weather's nice or whatever. But we walk the dogs and stuff, and they love that. But yeah.
I
Other
like
than
to do
that,
weird things that I've never done before. Like mom and I went to a what's that called? Where they build horseshoes. Uh, horseshoeing.
okay.
Champion horseshoeing contest. I don't know, like
Wow.
where they take a piece of metal and put it in the fire and like
Yep.
start and look at. They're incredible. Like that's who would have ever thought to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm an animal lover, so I'm not much of a rodeo person,
I'm not
you
either.
know, or circuses. Stop the fucking circus. Stop it. And, you know, when I was younger, I always told Robert, you know what I would really like to do? I would love to go to Central Park and get in one of those carriages and have the horse pull me around. Fuck that. I'll tell you what, put me in a rickshaw with a human pulling me, I'll get in that. But I'm not going to have a horse drag me around.
Drag you around.
Yeah, no, I'm not about that anymore. So, but
You know, it's funny because my husband used to deer hunt, and so we would
oh
go
yeah.
deer hunting.
Mhm.
And thank God I'm a bad shot because I don't think I would have been good at it.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
older you get, the older we get, like I twice now out there's a certain road that I have to drive on to come home from work. It's right across from the golf course. And usually any given day in the winter there's 100 deer right there.
Yeah.
And so twice now I have come through there. It's like the middle of town. Like it's town.
Wow.
And someone has hit a deer there and it's not dead.
Oh. Oh
And
no.
listen, I can't. I call 911.
Oh, that's
You better come help me
horrible.
out here right now. Like
That's
if I could
horrible.
if I could put it out of its misery, I would, but I don't like to see things hurting either. The older I get, the worse I am.
My dad would go hunting. So he'd be gone like a week, but they would go someplace, pitch camp, and then walk, because back then there were no four-wheelers, and they would walk and look for deer. And then we moved to Georgia when the kids were little, and our friend had one of those things up in the tree where they just sit and wait for them to fucking come, and then they shoot them.
Well, not
I'm
only
like,
that, but some of those
that's
people would
pathetic.
even feed them for a year.
Yes,
Feed corn
piece
right
of
below that little
shit.
tree stand. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. I fucking
Yeah.
hate those. I hate those
Like if
people.
you're gonna go hunt, the whole part of hunting is hunting.
Right, get off your ass, lazy fucks.
That yeah, like give them a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Give
Oh
them a
my
chance to
god.
hide from you in their elements. And
Yeah, yeah. I
you're gonna
well,
shoot a big monster. Let's hunt for it.
we have behind our house is like farmland. So there's cows and there's always deer back there. So I went out the back door one day and I could see a couple of guys walking with guns and there were deer there. So then I just started yelling and clapping my hands so that the deer would run away. I'm like, get the fuck away from my house with your fucking hunting shit. Jesus Christ. You know,
Terry, that I wish I could see that.
I was so
Because
pissed.
that is awesome.
I'm
Like
like,
they've probably been sneaking up on them all day, and you
yeah,
come out there.
yeah. I come out the door. I'm like, fuck you.
I love that story.
Go buy some hamburger in the store, you know. It's like, oh, so annoying. So annoying.
It's a turkey
Yeah.
jerky. And you usually get ducks at your place too, don't you? Don't
Oh
you
my
have the
God.
mama? Don't you get baby ducks every year?
Oh yeah, those are cute. If the fucking neighbor's cats don't come to get them,
Oh,
you
let's
know, they
talk
just
about
sit
this.
and wait for
Let's
the
talk
baby
about my
ducks.
neighbor's cat shitting in my flowers.
Oh, yeah. And the ducks, you know, we have a really big driveway. And so we have water all in front of our place. So we constantly have ducks. It's like, I'm just going to tell them, you're going to be somebody's dinner because I'm tired of zigzagging on my driveway of all the duck shit. It's so bad.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I
So,
live right by the park, and they have ducks down there, and they have those wood ducks that look like soldiers. You know what I'm
oh
talking
no.
about? You know what I'm talking about though? Oh my god, they're gorgeous. They're like
Aw.
green and red, and they have like a plume that looks like one of those old-fashioned soldiers hats. They're beautiful, and that's only the boys though. The girls are brown. Of course
Yeah.
they are. What the
Yeah.
hell? Let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Our ducks, the males are nice, you know, and then they're like chasing the ducks all over the place. I'm like, leave her alone. You know, but then I guess we don't get any of the baby ducks if they don't leave them alone. So, or people walk by, let their dogs swim in the water, and then, or kids, you know, I mean, our ponds are super deep. They're like 15-foot deep. And then you'll see somebody's kids and through the window. So you go outside and you go, you can't be over here because I don't want to be responsible for you fucks falling in the water and drowning on my property.
You
Oh,
know
this
what?
isn't a
If I
park.
put a little swimming pool out here, one of those swimming pools that's 8 foot deep or whatever, that
Yeah.
round ones that you just put up above ground,
Mm-hmm.
the city told me I have to put a fucking fence around the whole thing
Oh my
so that
God.
nobody's kids get
Get
drowned.
in
You know
there.
what? Keep your friggin' kids at home.
Right?
I
Control
pay
your fucking
taxes on
kids.
this land. I own this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I go out there and I'm like, get the fuck off because I don't want to be responsible for you dipshits falling in the water and your parents come knocking on my door, you know?
And suing you.
So, yeah. Well, since our driveway is super long and it's a hill, so I think it was Thanksgiving, um, I could hear noise going down the driveway. And so I look out and there's like kids going down the driveway in with their little, it looked like little Hot Wheels or whatever. So finally, a couple of them come to the door and they knock on the door and they go, hey, is it okay if we go down your driveway? They go, we live right across the street. And I go, you do? And he goes, yeah. He goes, my grandpa's Jeff. I go, I don't like Jeff. I don't like your grandpa. He's like, you don't? I go, I'm just kidding. So, you know, I let him. But, you know, I mean, my kids would never do that without coming up and saying, hey, is it okay if I, you know, look at the ducks from your, you know what I mean?
Right,
Nobody
right.
does that anymore. Like people let their dogs and shit in the water and I come out and they go, oh, this isn't part of a park. No, motherfucker. We have to mow that grass. You know, it's just stupid. It's just, and I just would never do that. And I know my kids wouldn't because I taught them not to.
And I wouldn't either because my dad taught me that. Like, You know, I mean, I grew up in the era where my girlfriends and I didn't trade clothes with each other. Like, I wasn't allowed to loan my clothes to anybody or
Mm-hmm.
trade because my dad said you would take care of those clothes because
Yeah.
we would make you, but they might ruin your clothes and not you might not get them back.
Right?
And so we're just
Yeah.
not trading clothes. So I was never allowed to wear anyone else's clothes and I didn't wear my, you know,
Yeah.
like it was like to that point.
Yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
dad probably would be in jail today the way he raised me, but thank God he did.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that nobody disciplines it. And I do have to smile when I'm in a grocery store and the kids are pitching a fit. I'm like, well, they're like that because of you, not
I
anybody
guarantee that
else.
she's like, if you guys don't stop, we're not going to McDonald's.
I know, yeah.
Really?
Right. But I want this toy. Too bad. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my favorite. I'm going to call your dad, and what's he going to do?
Right. Yeah. Because he's not gonna. Well, I once seen a funny thing where the lady said, "Oh yeah, my husband died," and she was talking to a guy. Goes, "He's not dead. He just wanted to get the fuck away from you." And so I thought with the girl that did the whole thing in Minnesota, I'm like, well, her second husband died. He's not dead. He just wanted to get away from you.
Truth. He's hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I'm a stepmom.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
It's not fun. I am too.
It is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
It's
My mom
like,
always said being married is going to be the hardest thing you ever do. Oh no, I corrected her. Being a stepmom to kids that are on the complete opposite side as us. Like their mom raised them down in um, far away, foo foo, blah, blah, blah. Well, when they were like 8 and 9, they would come and spend the summers. And my only rule was the only rule that that he had for me was just keep them safe. And I said, well, if they don't listen to me, I can't keep them safe. Like I'm going to need to take care of these kids. Well, what happened? Oh, he was such a picky eater because nobody cooked at the other house.
oh,
So you try to cook a meal at your house and they don't want that. They want Taco Bell. They want this. And let's throw a fit and no, we're
hmm
not doing that. Like,
it's not a cafe.
so you know what? I would just stir that food and say, well, I guess you're not very hungry then. You can just
Yeah.
wait till breakfast. That was me. And I came home after working 8 hours and I had to mow the lawn and cook dinner and finish some laundry and do some things because I
All
was
the
staying
things that we
till
do.
night.
Hmm.
And I whipped up some macaroni thinking this is gonna be a kid meal, macaroni and cheese, threw a little tuna in there. Like, that's good. Put some peas in there. That we liked that when we were growing up. We got it all covered, right? And he's like, I don't want tuna in my macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, well, whatever. I guess you're not very hungry and you can just wait till breakfast.
Right.
And he's
Yep.
like 8 years old. He looks at me across the kitchen and says, you don't need to be such a bitch.
Whoa. You
Holy
want your
crap.
teeth?
Well, the one and only time that I ever did that, I walked across there and I just calmly reached up and knocked him off that chair and I said, go to your
High
room.
five. High
Don't
five.
you ever talk to me like that again in
Yep.
my own house. And so down the stairs he goes to his room and I get the phone and I'm going outside and I am bawling. I'm newly married and I'm
Aw.
bawling and I called my brother and I'm like, I'm going to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. Their mother is gonna kill me. And I'm going to jail and I'm gonna get a divorce and blah blah blah, right? My
Hmm.
brother was dying laughing. He's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just like whatever. Anyway, for his own damn good, I left him in his room.
Good.
And about 3 hours later, he comes out. Now I'm done. I'm done mowing and I'm watering, and we're done eating by now. And he comes out to follow me around the yard. I mean, clearly he knew he was wrong because he was following me around the yard.
Yeah.
And I just ignored him and told him, I didn't tell you could come out of your room yet.
Hmm.
I want to call social services, he says.
Do it. They're not going to take me away. They're going to take your ass away.
I said,
Here's the phone. Here's the phone.
Gary, that's exactly what I did. I go, really? You want to call social services? You can't leave me in my room. You can't leave me in my room like that for 3 hours without feeding me.
Fuck you.
That's abuse. I said, well, actually, it was saving your life. But listen, if that's what you want to do, I'm all in. Let me grab the suitcase before you call. Let's
Where's
not
your
call.
suitcase?
Let's
Yeah.
get your suitcase and
Yeah.
pack all your shit because if you call them, they are going to stampede over here and I don't want you to forget anything. And don't worry about returning that suitcase. It's full.
You don't forget anything.
I freaking packed every last friggin' thing up in his room and I sat it by the door and I handed him the phone and I looked it up. This is still phone book season. So I looked up the number in the phone book and I said, all right, you ready? And one tear comes down and
Oh no.
I don't want to call him. And I said, you better not ever friggin' threaten that again because if you do, by the time they get here, they'll have a reason.
Yeah. Yep.
Promise you that.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Really? Social services? Where they learn this shit at school.
I know. Yep. Yep. Because Robert's oldest son, he was 18 months when I met Robert, you know. So then we would get him for the summer and we lived in California and she would never send like warm clothes. It's not always warm at night in California, you stupid crack, you know. And then, you know, it's just it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, you know, because I wanted things. Listen, my dogs leave dog hair all over the house. They leave a lot of love around. So I'm always vacuuming, but my boys always kept their rooms picked up and he never would. And Robert would say, "He's only 9." I don't give a fuck how old he is.
Well, and Robert, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about it is Robert didn't see him all the time, so he didn't
Yeah.
want to fight
Yep.
with him while he was there.
Yep. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want to fight. Like I would pop in.
Disneyland dads. Yeah.
I wanted to, we listen. I wanted to kill everyone.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Me
It was
too.
the most excruciating time of my life.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
not. And you know, and even now, Robert's like, I think he's still scared of you. I'm like, good, you know, they should be. I I wanted my kids to be scared of me. Not that they are anymore, but
well,
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
about it
I'm
is
the boss.
you
I'm the
sign
boss.
up to do a
I don't
job.
yeah, my kids did Taekwondo and I always said, I don't need a fucking black belt. I'll beat your ass with
I
a white
will.
belt.
I will knock your teeth out
I
right
just
here.
yeah, just my kids were listen, I like I always say, and I told Matt and Hannah before they had Ezra, I loved every fucking second from being pregnant to when they were newborns to when they were toddlers. I never had a problem with them. When they got older, they were gamers. So they weren't out on the streets every Friday and Saturday night. I knew where they were. They were in their room playing games, and I loved it. I fucking loved it, you know? And yeah, I always
And
say, I
then
never,
I go, well, today I would tell them you need to do this, this, and this, and so their dad worked in a coal mine, and he was gone for like 4 days at a time. So I was alone with these kids,
God,
right? And
painful.
so, and I had to get up and go to work, and then come home and cook and do whatever else we had to do, and be the like everything, right? And so I told him, I'm like, remember, you only get to be on that computer for 2 hours. You need to find something else to do. You need to do
Hmm.
your chores. You need to let your sister on there, whatever. He looked at me and he goes, you can't monitor me because you have to go to work. I
Oh,
said,
wow.
oh, really? Get your shoes on.
You're going with
He's
me.
like, what do you mean? I said, you're fucking going to work with me today. And I made him sit all day at a hair salon while I worked.
Oh my gosh. Robert got the boys each a really big computer when they were young, and they like were so excited. So we would just give them stuff to do on there for school. Because, you know, I mean, of course I went to school. Um, I couldn't get out of school fast enough. I fucking hated it. I thought it was a fucking complete waste of time. They don't teach you anything in life in
Like, when's the
school.
last time you tried to problem solve by playing the recorder?
Yeah. You know, or learning when Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I mean, come on. So yeah, yeah. So I took home ec. I did pretty good at the cooking stuff. I tried to sew a t-shirt and it was ended up being a rag, but yeah, that's just, you know, so we didn't put them in school. And
So you homeschooled?
yeah, but we
Good.
only taught them they could pick out subjects that they wanted to learn. Matt loves to learn. He's always loved to learn.
You know what? I was going to say, you've got some good kids.
My other one, fucking like me, hated school. Doesn't like to read, you know, the whole thing. Matt loves to read. Matt loves to learn. He's like his dad. Me, I'm like, I don't give two fucks. It's just not my bag. But yeah, but yeah, I'm very attached to my children, I should say. Okay. All right. Okay.
They
Thank
can't
you.
hear. Oh, our producer just came on from the
And
background.
said,
He's like, "Don't worry, your audience can't hear me, but we want to let you know that you've got it." I'm like, "We're kind of legit over
right?
here,
Right?
Teri."
Well, we were kind of, this is like a, we'll have to figure out some subjects, and Matt gave us a whole list of stuff that we
I
can
think
look
we
up.
did pretty damn good, though.
I do too for our first
Like, this
time.
is our very first time ever,
Yes.
and it was literally just what we talked about, and I love
Thanks,
it.
Matt. He's wanting those diapers.
He's like, "Let me just get this posted." You do it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you got a little bit of funny out of this, maybe thought provocative on a couple of subjects, but we're super, super grateful for you. And we'll be back next week, Sunday at 3.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye, Kelli.
Bye.
Love you.
I love you.